Good day. Here today on May 29th, 2024. Dating this video since I'm not dating any man that wants to stand beside me, which is what I wish for more than anything, except also see the necessity to bring forward the concepts that we've all been getting deceived by, drawn into these corporate realities that completely deceive and make us leave the present moment for the sake of ideologies based on ideas that then have whole state apparatuses and operations operating under them. Yesterday, I wrote an incredible description of hourglass with an O, not an H. For when we actually see hourglass to be the way the infinity of the hourglass with an H, where the time has been capitalized on by the one who gets to decide the measurement of it. Time being the ledger that keeps us in the shit of BS. Belief systems masquerading as truth when the real truth or reality of things is that within Hiero's prism, we are trapped by the isms that are acts or things posed as facts that only reflect the house we're in. Hiero was a tyrant that Xenophon, a Greek military commander, wrote about, whose life was no better off than the peasants he oversaw and stuck villains onto in order to disempower and disenfranchise them in order for him to maintain his illusion of power and reign over us, who are the ones who have trusted bad sources. Yesterday, as I said, I was writing the course that is source in a different order, for that is what happens when we package our ideas that become dias, which are gods or daughters of Zeus, whichever you prefer to use depending on the language that you are used to and using. And this is where the usufruct of us usufruct becomes the way that we get trapped within Hiero's prism. It's a prison system of the mind keeping us out of the heart, you'll find. And yesterday on Udemy, where I'm creating the course curriculum in order to share that which I believe to be useful with those who are ready to go not just down rabbit holes, but to actually see the fictitious nature of mentality in general. Meant I tie my identity to being where we are brought into the cross of time. I love to rhyme. You know if you know me. And if you don't, well, you've got lots to see, for there are thousands of videos that I've placed on this channel and other spaces too, the platforms that become domains where the owner of them claim that which is in them, in the name of profits over people, when I believe myself to be a prophet with a PH. To make such claims feels egoic in a way, except for the ego I see is actually the emotions I say go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. That was a loop I got stuck on in a DMT trip, dimethyltryptamine, which the brain creates at birth, death, and in dream state, ayahuasca, and other plant medicines being activators of that which we create within ourselves if we actually give ourselves the grace of learning how to work the vessel that our soul is transported through this life and came here to become more whole, which is to be in integrity, where the consciousness of the mind is married to the conscience of the heart. So, I go back to the beginning, where I say I date this because I'm not dating the one that I am so looking forward to sharing my life with, my real life with. And I'm single because it's hard to mingle with someone as crazy as what all of these assertions seem to be until we package them in a way that others can say, holy shit, that's brilliant. Like the concept of the bureaucratic matrix that I just thought of because yesterday, when using Udemy, which is where this will be available, and other places too, for I will not limit it to just one, though where it comes to my personal energy and what I do in my private life, that I will limit to one. For he is the one that I wish to be in a sacred container with, so that it is not being leaked out to more outside of the core he and I will create together. That's exciting to me. And disappointing that others haven't seen me in my fullty, except for how could he? When I didn't have it in a package that could be purchased by others, which meant I've shared it all for free, which didn't feel very secure and made me feel insecure because I was not receiving value in kind for the value I was putting out, and others may find intimidating because the exposure of the way our insecurities have been made into securities within the corporate realm of Hiero's prism and the bureaucratic matrix reinforced by the hegemonic priesthood, all ideas of which I have coined based on what not comes from my loins, but that which I orate without a corpse to be corporate. You see the spells that we have been under? Not standing, for I am sitting, playing with understand within legalese, which is the competing language to what I am creating called moralese, which is the language of energy the people can lease, if you wish to, or you can leave. But do not allow yourself to be deceived by the false matrices that would masquerade as truth, when the truth is we are stronger when we are connected, when we let the BS fall to the wayside and we say, the way, the light, the truth are the words that we use, which is why I am that I am, is not to be confused with the one who shares the message. The message itself is separate from the one who shares the message as the messenger, you see? I wonder what all of this means to and for you. And I'm going to keep it less than 10 minutes because that is the way that I can post this message to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, the platforms where so many have extracted identity by being part of, using profiles that allow us to file in line, one at a time, unless we have multiple, as I just mentioned. Separate, though, because each platform is a domain upon its own name that claims what is property in that realm. You see? These are the ideologies I am breaking down and lost yesterday when I changed a title that lost the body of work underneath of it, which I'm still getting over.